If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, make allowance for their doubtings too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies. Being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good or talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thought your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the dreams you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, risk it on one turn, pitch and toss and lose, and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve their term long after they're done, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds yet keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, neither foe nor loving friend can hurt you. If all men count with you, but not too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distant run, yours is the earth, and everything that's in it, and which is more. You'll be a man, my son.
Well, the names of the two relatives, which is my great uncle, both of them, was Donald was one and Alfred was the other, and we had two medallions, looked like brass medallions, and it had their names on it and all writing round the corner.
Well, all I know is that my father was a prisoner of war with the Turks, and I think he made himself generally useful in the camp, and you know, he's a cunning little devil. And I think he got on very well, and they were dying round him like flies. They have this terrible disease. That disease is being carried on to me. And when I went into the RAF and had to have all those tests, they thought there was something very wrong with me. And they used to give me injections, and they didn't work as far as they were concerned. Daddy just walked away, you know, he was so used to it. Yes, because we said, come on, Daddy, tell us about the war. Me and my sister. Oh, yes.
What did he say?
Oh, yes, he answered our questions. So he was very, very easy.
My father was in the Coldstream Guards, and he met my mother and fell in love, and then they got married in 1917 with special license, which cost £2.10 in those days. Very quiet wedding, yes, it was in those days, wasn't it? Wasn't a white wedding with bridesmaids. I don't think they had the money in those days, did they? No, they didn't talk about anything, no. But they had a happy marriage anyway.
Well, we had to be careful not to ask too much, you know. Oh, my mother was wonderful with him. No, he was a very, very clever man, and it was a pity really that he couldn't carry on with his life, because he was at the, started at the grammar school, and that was something in those days. And the war ruined him, like all wars do to men, ruins them.
Well, all I remember is I had one uncle. Oh, of course I didn't know them, first of all, but one had his head blown off, and the other one died of wounds. Well, I suppose, of course they had a choice, didn't they? I mean, some of them were conscientious objectors. You know, young men who, they wanted to go and fight, you know, but we'll show the Jews.
My uncle died in the First World War, and he was a soldier, but he was very good in the war, you know, with being a soldier, yeah. But he was a wonderful man. I asked my mum, how did he die, and she said he was bit by a bullet or by a gun, and he was a marvellous man. When people came to do the thing with everybody else, everybody seemed to enjoy, because they were saying that they didn't want it to finish, they wanted it to carry on. So we were wondering if we could get it once a week back and pay a deposit, you know, like a little thing towards it. But they said they were going to see about that, and they were going to you know, what is it? So we didn't know if it's going to work or not. I think it helps other people to get involved as well, because Linda's put so many things on down here and people just turned away. They don't want to know about it. But if anybody else comes in, they would willingly do something.
So what was special about our project then?
Because you came into our building and you came in to show people what you do and what you wanted them to do. And I think that was great. Because you were very, you shook hands with everybody, you were friendly with us, and you wanted to know everybody who was there.
Then we all went out to work and life was easier then.
We all had to sing.
Play in a minute, yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
I can play.
You came into our building and you came in to show people what you do and what you wanted them to do.